Hello. Good morning, everybody. Figured I'd toss in a midday stream, maybe not as long as the nighttime streams, but just be warned, you will be hearing the kids in the background. The ever-present craziness. I'll be doing some mining today, trying to relax a little bit. So yeah, you will definitely be hearing the children in the background today. Sorry about that. Today on stream, I will be giving away one of the wrecking balls. It's a XS core ship with one small container. They travel about 700 kilometers an hour in the atmosphere on Alioth. Today I'm just doing some mining. I need all the T1s to the factory, trying to get production to go. I do hope everybody's having an amazing Tuesday today. We will be giving away a wrecking ball, extra small core ship today. Might give away 2 of them on stream, but definitely giving away 1. Any new followers today will get a blueprint for the wrecking ball. So today's giveaways will be blueprints and at least one ships for one lucky buyer, one lucky watcher. I hope you guys are. Ooh, Lord. Yeah, sleep is your friend. I cannot talk today. Maybe it's a good thing I'm just mining. Sorry, for 1 second, my Streamlabs for some reason decided Well, it was going to crash on me. So let me get that back up. That way when it's time to do a giveaway, I can. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm getting that sorted right now. Thought I heard a ship. Somebody just flew over my head there. Although I think I might have to go get me another cup of coffee here shortly. Yeah, sorry for the insanity today, and I'm not... My little girl decided she was going to wake up last night about the time I got done with the stream, and it was party time, and we didn't get to sleep till 3 a.m. Oh, let me respawn back. I'll go over and let you guys see what the wrecking balls look like. So basically what I did with the wrecking balls is they're the chrome sphere ships. I made them atmospheric only, so um, they have 2 medium atmospheric engines, a small atmospheric tank, brakes, everything you need to fly around, 1 small container, so good little market run ship and all a good rescue ship to go repair a bigger ship that's been crashed. They are on an XS core, so you can pretty much stack them wherever you want to. They only have 2 atmospheric engines in them, so I don't know, they might even be compactifiable if you take the container out. But I will be giving away one of these ships today. I built 5 of them last night. I could probably actually build a few more of them. I just want to make sure I save the parts to build some other stuff too. So here they are, 5 of the wrecking balls. I will be making a magic 8 ball thanks to our friend Infodeath. So as you can tell, they're pretty simple. They have plenty of brakes, 1 small container, 9,600 liters of storage, plenty of turning ability. You use the white dot on the front to kind of line up which way you're going. They actually fly very well. So I will be giving away one of these today on stream. Oh, hello, Biscuit. I've got a Biscuit doggy deciding he wants to sit with Daddy to get away from his sister. I do believe the child be torturing him. Come here, buddy. Also, after today, I will probably be setting up a web camera for nighttime streams. Can't really do it during the day with the camera, but with the kids awake, you never know. I might have a random child streaking behind me, which would be highly inappropriate for a stream. The joys of autism. You never know what those crazies are going to do. Right now, I'm basically just out mining, gathering materials for the factory, trying to get the actual factory set up, making some money, doing what I gotta do to keep all this running. My partner in crime for the ship production, Rocky, is in a position where he's having to focus on studies in real life, and studies and family. That always comes first. So let him do his thing and take a break and take it easy for right now. And had to do some reassuring. Rocky's one of those types who doesn't like to let people down. He's actually an EMT in real life, but you have to prioritize the right things. And I do hope that he never felt that I expected him to do anything other than that, because that would really be bad. I'd feel horrible for that. So, but yeah, he is definitely focusing on what's important at the moment. So if anybody out there knows Rocky, make sure you send him some love and support. Being an EMT in these times right now are definitely not an easy thing. Man just worked a 48-hour shift, and I'm sure he is about ready to lose it sometimes. But as for us today, we're going to do some mining, hang out, chit chat, answer anybody's questions, do some giveaways, relax. And then I'll be back tonight for an actual full stream from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Central Time. Yeah, I think today I'm just going to do some mining and relax a little bit. Listen to some music and hang out. If you want to join me in voice and Discord, you're always more than welcome to. Hello, Princess. Well, that's one way to do it. Oh, yeah. So I do have the actual coordinates for several mega nodes, including a bauxite node. It's just, I don't know, not in a real mood to be mining for 10 hours straight looking at the same material. Takes a special mindset to be able to do that. I said, please pardon the background noise today if you're hearing it. That's my little girl. She's, let's just say with her, there's either sleeping or full volume, so. Hey, son. Hold on one second. Daddy's got you, buddy. Trying to get these bags open from Hormel for their turkey pepperonis for my son is a nightmare. They do not make it easy. Excuse me. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I do believe my daughter is crazy. Oh, there we go. The factory should be starting to kick up now. Processing materials. Yep, there we go. Oh, Lordy. I wonder how many more containers I got built. Oh, another 10. That's not bad. I do believe I'm going to go ahead and work today while I'm streaming for this short stream today, work on the pocket rocket design. Let's go ahead and let's place an excess core here. Hey Zedekiah, doing good. I'm just working on a pocket rocket design today, although I will not be calling it the pocket rocket because that is a really overused term. The Vomit Comet. Do you happen to know what exactly the restrictions are on a pocket rocket? Yeah, for compacting it. Oh, okay. Isn't there like a size thing or something? Very nice. Okay, thank you so much, buddy. I do appreciate that. I know it's a limit on core size. It has to be an extra small core. I'm trying to decide if I want to use... Okay. Oh, let's see. Advance... Wait. Oh, one fuel tank only. I wonder if it'll let me put a slightly larger fuel tank, like the small. Or if it has to be the XS. 1 second. I gotta take care of a dog issue. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. So let's try this now. Go! So just a heads up, everybody, I do apologize ahead of time, but please remember I am home alone with the kids today, and they, well, as always, and they are awake, so there will be some random AFK-ness while I deal with issues with them as they need me. So, let me go take care of my son real quick. Yeah, sorry about that. My son apparently locked a dog in the closet. So my dog got the R. Kelly experience. I know, technically speaking, these little... should I go smaller wings? Or should I? Huh. I wonder if I might be able to do... Ooh, I have an idea. Let's go back with that thought. Go there. I do not think the dog was very happy about that experience, so... Oh no, I messed up. There we go. That looks better. Yeah, this is why I typically don't stream during days, because, well, the kids are, well, they're kids, and they're kind of crazy. Just part of having kids. I'm gonna put that one halfway down. Let's get a couple of small wings on there. Yeah, I go through a lot of those myself. Excuse me. Ah, I see that. Okay, so I'm gonna go here with this one. Skip it one back. Let's add some adjusters. Let's get these on here, and then we're gonna fuel it up and test compact and see if it gives us any errors. And then if it compacts successfully, we're gonna take it for a test flight. Your CEO? Are you talking about a Mr. Nova? Oh, I don't know. You'd have to. He was in Discord yesterday. Are you talking about Eldaris or Mira? If you're talking about a Mira, he's in Discord right now. Oh. It could just be that he's having fun and enjoying the game. Oh. She has compacted. Big whip. Let's put some fuel in her and see how she's fine. You're meaning him now? Meaning? Did you mean eating? Uh-oh, Mira. I think you're in trouble. Oh, wait. You know, it might help. A couple hovers. A couple hovers might help. Uh-oh. Baby Yoda. wonder if I can put medium engines on it. Let's try that. Now, I wonder if I can compactify this once I get this all put back together. Something tells me this is going to have a bit more oomph to it. Oh no. That is completely out balance. I'm going to have to fix that. Let's see what happens when I hit the gas on this. Nope, I need to add I forgot to add my stabilizers. Yeah, all I gotta do, I think, is add a couple stabilizers and she'll be solid. Well, let's get the stabilizers added. If she'll compactify, she's a winner. Well, she compactifies. Oh, and for those of you wondering, when you compactify a ship, the fuel does stay in the tank. Yeah, that turns a lot better now. You know, honestly, if you wanted to, if somebody were to get this ship as a little pocket rocket, they could actually expand it easily if they wanted to go beyond that. Fill in some structure here. You could add some containers. The two medium engines, you have plenty of thrust. You got plenty of lift to add some containers. So let's see. $83.9, $18.32. Let's see. It's actually looking like it's going to be a really cheap build. $2,500. Oh. Three hovers, wings, small. There's two of those. And then hover. And I think that's all the parts. 15, there's 3 of those, so 4,500. Okay, so let's see. And it's just aluminum voxel, so I'm not even counting that in the price because that stuff is, I just have tons of it sitting around. So I could actually sell these for 200,000 or less and make a profit. Yeah, 200K for one of these. That sounds like a good deal. Well, Zedekiah, what do you think? $50K for a blueprint, 200,000 for a tokenized ship. No, I said, what do you think? 200,000 for tokenized, 50K for a blueprint. For a customizable pocket rocket. Well, I was trying to go minimalistic and allow people to, they purchase it to, you know, go beyond its bounds. You got plenty of room to expand and swap parts and do what you want to with it. And it's got enough lift that if you want to add some containers to it temporarily to carry stuff, you can. You could add, toss some containers on there for make it an emergency trip, and then pick them back up and recompactify it.
Hey, what's up, Jim?
Hey, how are you doing today?
Doing all right. Actually, I'm doing fucking great. I did a I did a job for somebody, and I got me a new processor.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, look at this. Little compact ship is flying well over 1200, not burning up. She's doing great. So yeah, I think we're gonna go with the price tag 200,000 a pop, tokenized, and if you want a blueprint, it's 50K.
Is that one of the rescue ships?
It's a compactable ship. That compatible where you can basically pick it up and put it in your pocket.
That's what I was talking. That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
But dude, I got a 12 core Ryzen CPU.
Oh, very nice.
Ain't one of the newest gen. Ain't like the 5000 series, but it's a 3900.
That's awesome. That's really awesome, dude. I'm happy for you.
Need to get you one now too.
I'm not worried about it. I think I have, what is it, 3700X or something like that?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's good. The next thing I need to worry about is getting a graphics card and a power supply. Power supply first, then graphics card.
I thought you had a graphics card.
I have the 1070, but the other one fell through. So
Oh, okay.
okay, so we need to add more brakes.
That's what it looks like.
As it flies away from me.
At least it stopped.
I wonder if I could do a couple, just two medium brakes underneath the bottom here. If I could do that.
I don't know if it's compactable with medium brakes on it though.
I don't know, we're about to find out.
Saw something explode, so
Oh, it was a adjuster. And then the medium air atmospheric brakes aren't really enough that I won't need to add anything to the price. They're still 200,000, so I'm gonna go grab some scraps real quick and repair this thing up.
I'm curious if it's compactable.
I'm about to find out after I repair it. So,
I haven't talked to you in a little while though.
yeah, where you been, bud?
Working on school and stuff.
I've been here every day and every night.
I'm still around, I'm just buried in homework.
Okay, looks like I got some people in stream now, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the first giveaway for today. Today's first giveaway will be a Wrecking Ball Market Runner. So for those of you who don't know, these are the Wrecking Balls. There's 5 of them by here. They can go about 600, 700 meters a second, or kilometers an hour, sorry. 700 kilometers an hour.
That's kind of cool. When'd you make that?
Yesterday or day before, something like that. So I'm going to be giving away one of those, so I'm going to go ahead and do a permanent giveaway ad because I'm going to be giving these away often. gonna do. Let's do 20 minutes on this one. Okay, and that giveaway is up. Go ahead and hit !mark raffle. Org members do not qualify in chat and take a chance to win a wrecking ball. It will come fully fueled.
If I want one, I'll just ask you for one.
Yep. Well, I know there's a couple people in chat from work, so I always make sure I say org members don't qualify.
Where's the engine at on that wrecking ball?
Buried inside the material.
Okay, so you're using half block.
It's a solid chunk of material. And if you notice, when you're inside of it, you can't see none of it. As long as the engines aren't blocked by a surface, if they're inside a solid chunk, they're not obstructed.
That's interesting. And why are you just able to see through the wall?
Because I'm inside. I'm inside the material. Because we placed an elevator down here to sink us into it.
What'd you have to do? Shear it in half?
Just placed the elevators on the roof, linked them, and then sunk one down into it and went down and started placing parts. So for anybody watching the stream right now, if you want to win a wrecking ball, go ahead and do the !mark raffle and chat and in the stream chat, and you'll be solid.
Dude, I would totally try to roll that thing down a hill.
Hey, guess what? With the medium brakes, it can compactify. And we have already done that.
Dude, we like totally need to make the pod racer course. Have a big pod racer and you can like call it like, oh, he's going around the corner. Look at him, he's in the point. Ah, go! Oh, wait, that's wrong sport. I've always wanted a pod race in this game. See, the way I was kind of thinking about it, dude, I was like actually literally sitting up last night thinking before I went to bed. But like, so you get one large engine and not enough brakes to make sure that you can't stop. It will slow you down, but you know, you're not stopping anytime soon.
Yeah.
And you know, with enough maneuvering thrusters to where you can turn, it's just not going to be super fast. And everybody gets the same parts, but how they use their parts is up to them. I just thought that would be really fun. We have like a course plotted out. Like on one of these flat planets like Simon, or actually Thades would be a good place to have it, to be honest with you, because it's nice and flat. Thades, or what's that other purple planet? I can't remember what it's called.
The other
Metis?
purple planet?
Metis, I think.
Simeon's kind of purple.
I'm talking about their. Oh yeah, it's Metis. It's
Mattis.
like
Yeah.
Mattis. Those are both pretty flat planets. Spades has the big crater in the middle of it. But then again, that might make an interesting obstacle. Like if you get going fast enough, I bet you could jump that crater.
Probably. So, yeah, so for those of you wondering what I'm looking at right here, I did make a pocket rocket of sorts. It is compactable, and it's also set up to where you can add cargo onto it easily on the rails on the side to allow you to carry stuff to, like, you know, shipwreck to repair things or market run, pick up the containers, and put the thing in your pocket. It's got tons of lift, tons of engines. It can definitely handle some weight.
Yeah, dude, I wouldn't mind having one of them.
Completely modifiable. And I just verified you can definitely pick it up and compartmentalize or whatever. Yeah, that word.
Compact.
Compactable. They had
Yes.
another word. Oh, hold on. Compactification. That's the word they use. Yeah.
Pack it up so tight you need an X-Lax to get that out.
And the giveaway right now we're doing is the wrecking ball, which is the chrome ball. It's atmospheric only. Goes about 600-700 kilometers an hour in the atmosphere on Alioth. Probably get faster on other planets. I don't know. Can you compact? Nope. Oh, it's got a container. That's right. It's got a small container in it.
Dude, what would you think though? Like, do that in live stream?
Huh? Could be fun. You got 13 minutes left on that raffle for the wrecking ball. I've already taken it to the market once and gotten a few questions. Nothing like having a giant chrome ball showing up around a market. People kind of tend to take a look. When you're flying it, you'll notice a white spot on the top. That's how you know which way is forward. So that is forward. Otherwise, you get a little confused. Trust me, it's not good. It will come full of fuel. I wonder something.
Dude, you should totally take that to a medium scale. Or like a small scale. Just to see if you can do it on a bigger scale.
Too heavy, yeah. That's what I thought. It's too heavy to compact.
So about the
Compactification, yeah, it's too heavy to compact. Compact.
It's probably, it has a can inside of it, more than likely.
No, it says it's actually too heavy. I took the container out of it.
Oh, okay.
It's a solid chunk of aluminum.
Yeah, that actually makes sense. Because you are restricted on blocks, number of blocks.
Yep.
Hey dude, what kind of video card does your son have?
690.
I've got a 950 here that I'm probably never going to use. If let me know if he needs that.
Okay. Let's see how many. I might have the parts to go ahead and build a couple of these. So, if you're just joining the stream, we are doing a giveaway for our wrecking ball, which is one of these. It's an XS course ship, capable of traveling around Alioth. It's got a small can in it. Go to the market, do your runs. I'm giving one of those away today. Raffle's up in 11 minutes, so make sure you hit that exclamation mark raffle in stream to get your chance to win one. And I fell to the floor. I have got to start using the elevators.
But that makes it interesting. There it is. So you made some more changes?
Oh, this is on on Alioth.
Yeah, I was talking about, I see you changed the layout of the factory. Or your storage.
Oh.
Yeah, you did.
What am I missing?
What's with those floating balls, dude?
Me just messing with stuff. What am I missing?
Oh,
I have all that. I have that. I have that. Oh, I need more wings. Okay. I'll have to go to the market and get some more wings.
can you set aside a couple of blueprints for that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take one back for me and Sniper. Next time I come over there. Dude, you need to make a Christmas tree. Like literally a flying Christmas tree.
Well, that would definitely be interesting. Well, let's see. I need some. Looks like District 7.
You know, it is Christmas season, you know. Do a Christmas tree with that has lights on it and everything.
Go to District 6. Yeah. Wrong button. So we got 8 minutes left in that giveaway. If you're interested in winning one of these wrecking balls, please make sure you enter that raffle, !raffle. It's not super overpowered. It's got what it needs to do its job. It gets to the market. It can lift stuff.
It turns heads. That's
Yeah.
the main important part here. It's the most interesting looking little ship I've ever seen.
If you like flying around as a chrome ball, you're solid.
Wonder how long until they fix that. Probably, maybe never.
I seriously doubt it's a major priority.
No, I doubt it is too.
Hey, Rick, welcome to the stream, buddy. Rick, we're doing a giveaway for one of the wrecking ball ships, the one I'm flying right now, so you might want to do the raffle real quick. It's got 4 minutes and 30 seconds left on it. Oh, Lord, going to the markets nowadays is... Oh.
Just got back to seeing that thing. It's pretty cool.
Oh, hey. What's up, Jay? Yeah, it's actually nice flying it around. It's easy to get to the market and deal with stuff, so make sure you enter the raffle, Jay. Oh, you did already? Okay.
I want to get one of those just to give to Zyphus so that he'll stop wrecking my ship.
That bad, huh?
Well, I'm not going to say my ship flies that well, but probably a little bit on both sides.
So I'll just buy that out. Thank you. Let's throw those in there. And what else was it I needed? I know there was something else. Oh, the wings. Small wings. That's right. Yeah, should be good. Okay, you got 1 minute left on the Wrecking Ball tokenized raffle. That'll be over in 1 minute. You will have to come to the castle to pick it up, though. Just a heads up. Let's get pointed in a good direction. Time to head home. It especially looks pretty in the sunlight. I have 5 of these things built, so giving one away. Oh, it's over. Here we go. Let's see who won it. Enzyme, you won the wrecking ball. Enzyme, you'll have to come to the castle to pick that up. I will be giving away another one of these tonight, by the way. So at night, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Central Time, U.S., I will be giving away another wrecking ball and doing a 3-hour stream. So make sure you join me every night of the week, 7 days a week, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. If you enjoy the giveaways and the stream content, make sure you follow the channel. Hit the follow button for me there. Tonight we'll also be giving away one of my pocket rockets too. Okay, no problem, Enzyme. Yeah, but tonight we will also be giving away a pocket rocket. So 2 ships tonight.
Bottom.
Zedekiah, thank you so much for the subscription there, man. That is awesome. Thank you so much.
Need to get 2 of them and a pill that looks the same color and just park them on my base. You know where I'm going with it.
Thank you, Zedekiah, for that subscription, dude. I do appreciate that. Let's turn off this. There we go. That's what it looks like flying around. The music is kind of a good pace today for it. You know, we're kind of zen, relaxing. So in case anybody's wondering, the white mark on the top is how you know which way is forward. It's actually more helpful than you might think. Knowing which way is forward. And up, although the elevator kind of gives the up away, but the forward is definitely a helpful thing to know. Oh, came in a little hard there. That's okay though. Nothing broken. Cruiser over here. Hey, Gunner. There is nothing wrong with being a little silly. Let's throw these parts into the parts container and see about getting some more pocket rockets built. Just so everybody knows, the pocket rockets cost 200,000 tokenized or 50,000 for the blueprint. They're cheap ships. Oh. Zedekiah, I thought you saw the factory. I like my stuff organized. And I'm currently producing, well, it's stalled right now, but I will be producing more containers very soon. Ah, gotcha, gotcha. No problem, buddy. I completely... Did I link to the right container? Nope, I did not link back to the parts container. Oh, yay. So today's stream is a bonus stream. I streamed from 11. I'll probably be stopping around 1 p.m. In case you guys didn't hear, I do step away from the computer quite often because of my children, so please be patient with that. But I'm trying to keep the content going and keep you guys entertained. My wife has informed me I need to work on my diction. Apparently, I need to enunciate.
That's funny.
Okay, let's make some pocket rockets. Equip. Alpha. Alpha. Oh, now it's time to move to beta. Alpha is full. I need to get those skills up. There we go. If anybody's interested in a pocket rocket, we have 4 available for sale. 200,000 a pop. They come with a full tank of fuel and ready to roll.
What container do they have? Is it extra small?
No, you can compact these in your inventory, so no containers. They were set up with rail. You're talking about the wrecking ball or the pocket rocket thing? The jet.
Pocket rocket. You said it would hold one though, right? If you
Yeah, you can put smalls or extra smalls on the railings on the side there.
Yeah, you can compact it to your inventory also.
So you just have to pick up the container before you try to compact it.
That's what we used to do on the other planets.
But yeah, on the railing here, you can fit 3 extra smalls. You can fit a couple smalls, or a couple smalls on each side, or 3 extra smalls on each side.
Yeah, I'll probably grab one of those off of you later if they don't all sell. Grab
No
one
worries.
first. May just let them choose from what you've got. Like I said, I'm tired of marking. Let's buy one for my kid too. He can run his own shit out of fuel.
There we go.
Really thought I was gonna have to wait until he turns 16 before he'd start running my vehicles out of fuel. It's not.
That's good. That is real good. Hey, at least he's actually, spending time with Dad and having fun. Hey, Info, how are you doing tonight? Or today?
Tonight, I was gonna say we're streaming awful early today. I see.
Yeah, I'm doing a bonus stream today. Giving away one more ship. I'm gonna give away one of these pocket rockets today, I think. I already gave away a wrecking ball.
Has the 8-ball been redesignated?
Yeah, that's the wrecking ball. And the black one is gonna become the warp-capable 8-ball. So I've got 5 of the wrecking balls up here. Well, then I've got 5 of the pocket rockets, or jet bikes. They can be compacted, and they have rails to mount containers to.
Nice.
Those cost 200,000 a ship, tokenized. And that's actually, I am making a profit off of that. So it's 50K for the blueprint or 200,000 for it tokenized. I do need to get a price on the wrecking balls, though.
Whoa. Somebody gifted me a sub to Shamsy's channel
Yeah,
while I wasn't even on yesterday.
somebody did the same thing to me. I think somebody was going through and gifting a whole bunch of subs to people on Shamsy's channel.
Well, they
True.
have the same symbol as Shamsy's Discord channel.
I noticed that.
It's rather interesting.
So actually, you know what?
I
Zedekiah?
find fun about it.
Hold on one second. Zedekiah, I think today's your lucky day. I think I'm going to start doing this. From now on, if anybody subs, they get a free pocket rocket. So, Zedekiah, you go to pocket rocket. Yep. So, from this point on, anybody that subs gets a pocket rocket. It's kind of built in my style with the ribbing, kind of has my signature look on it going. It's expandable, easy to use, so. Good morning, Gondar. Gondar, surprised I'm awake. I get up at 5 a.m., bud.
Right. Surprised that he's on streaming, maybe. But awake
Yeah.
is a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, I've been up for 7.5 hours now. Okay. So let's go ahead and let me add. I'm only gonna do. I'm gonna do 20 minutes on this one. I'm gonna do 10 minutes on this one. So this will be the pocket rocket. I'll be giving one of those free away. There we go. 10 minutes on that, guys. Make sure you click the raffle. And that's for one of the pocket rockets. Zedekiah, you're already getting one for being a sub, so be nice and share. Yes, Me7, we have 2 new ships. We gave away one of the wrecking balls today. Tokenized. Atmospheric Market Runner. And right now we're giving away one of the pocket rockets. They're designed so you can attach some small containers to them to do quick runs, pick up the containers, and compact it in your inventory. So make sure you hit that exclamation mark raffle. It's going on now.
Oh, I'm finally getting back to Sanctuary again.
Back to Sanctuary. Oh.
Yeah, the other night I suddenly just was not feeling good. I had like a motion sickness thing going on. I don't know what it was about, but
Oh no.
yeah, I was on my way to fly home and I just got off at Elias and it was like, I'm done, like right now. And then I wasn't really feeling good yesterday, so yeah, I logged off like right in space. Was just like, I'm done right now. And now I'm finally making my way back to pick up the wedge that I was on my way to go get. That's why it was weird that I was gifted a sub yesterday because I didn't get online at all yesterday. So,
Yeah, I was wondering about that myself because I was like, huh.
And some people really, those subs are reoccurring to the person who gifted too, aren't they?
I would think that with the gift one, it says gifted 1 month.
Yeah,
So
it's not reoccurring. If it's a gifted
right,
sub, it's not reoccurring. It's just a one-time thing.
yeah, it's because it says the amount of time that you've been gifted. So
Yeah, there's a lot of people that'll do that and go around to channels, and I've seen it where one guy went through a channel and gifted like 20 people in channel 1 month subs just because he was, in a good mood. Had something had happened at work that day, and he said he had a great day at work and was in a great mood and wanted to pass on the love. And I'm like, hey,
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I've seen it on one stream where a guy, there was like 200 people in there too, and he gifted the whole
But,
freaking channel. Never understood where people get that kind of.
hey, Big J, well, thanks for the sub, dude.
Bottom.
Oh, Laura.
Oh, me.
Zedekiah, thank you. They're all coming through now. Zedekiah is gifting subs to people.
Bottom.
Thank you so much, Zedekiah.
oh boy. Well, thank you. I was
Bottom.
just getting a message from somebody from one of my other games. Like, did you quit playing? I'm like, yeah, well, I got kicked off the server 3 times in a day, just randomly with a bunch of other people, and it was like, I don't think that's sticking around.
Gifting 200 subs would cost $1,000 freaking dollars.
Yeah, I would. That would actually. I hate to say this because but there is a point where that would actually. I would feel really bad about that. Like I would, that does that.
If people got the money to do it, then good on them. That's.
I mean, even if they got the money to do it, I guess my mentality is so many other things you could do that's better than, there's a lot of other things you could do in this world than gift that many subs. That's just.
If I wanted to give over like a certain amount, I'd probably rather do it through PayPal so that Twitch doesn't steal 40% or whatever it is.
Yep. Oh, don't forget, everybody, there's a raffle going on right now. I've got 2 entries so far. That's for the Jet Bike Pocket Rocket. Make sure you get your exclamation mark raffle in chat to enter that. J info. Make sure you guys get in on that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Does Twitch allow you to put a PayPal on the bottom of your?
Yes, actually, I can do a donation thing on the bottom.
You
I
could
used
really
to
do
have
that
one, I
because-
thought.
Oh, you might have one there. I don't know.
Let me look. And I would really have to look. But it's just seraphistrector@gmail is the PayPal. Yep. I need to
'Cause
update the
probably-
picture of my computer. The specs are right, but the picture is not. Yeah, it's not on there. I'll have to add it back on. Okay. Wait. My streaming channel I listen to music on went down. I could completely lagged out. Let's switch over to his Christmas channel. There we go. Same guy, Christmas channel. I can deal with that.
Can't do Twitch, but I can do PayPal, and I can use that as a work entertainment expense.
Oh.
I'm not kidding. That's allowed.
That's awesome. You have a really nice employer.
Be like, next time I go on travel. Yeah.
Oh no. We might have a slight problem with the 8-ball design here.
What? I don't
It's-
see it.
It won't center. Let me see. Yeah. To center it, extra small core is too wide. So to center it on the extra small core, It has to have a 2 wide
Whoa,
center.
wait. How are you moving that? Because they told me yesterday you can't do that.
Move what?
No, was that a copy thing or something?
Oh yeah. Copy paste.
Yeah, I was trying to move my ship back in my square and forward in my square, and somebody told me you couldn't do that.
I guess it's just gonna have to
Like
be
I
off
built
center.
it too far toward the bottom.
Oh, hey, hold on 1 second. Where are you at? You're here? Okay, it's around the side of the castle. If you come over here, I will tokenize one and give it to you. And make sure I fill up the fuel tank for you. Remember, if you compact a ship, whatever fuel in the tank stays there. Construct, advance, tokenize. Oh, then I got that. Okay, where you at, buddy? And I got... Oh, we got 1 minute and 24 seconds on this last giveaway. Oh, Windows decided to do something. Sorry about that. That random noise. Oh, Zedekiah, sorry about the crowdedness. Tonight on the stream, I'll actually be building the other landing pad, so there's plenty of room because I got a lot more stuff to add to it.
Anti-grav landing pad.
Aha, that's part of it. Hey, buddy, here you go.
Today, how to make an anti-grav landing pad and not make it look like trash.
Oh yeah, I got an idea of doing this whole thing that comes off the tower of the castle at the top that's going to go up like a organic look and then meld up into a landing pad.
I was wondering how you were going to do it. It's like, alright, here's the cores, now let's see what you do.
Oh yeah, it's going to come off the center tower of the castle actually. And when you can see up there, it's just going to go straight up.
Nice.
Gotta work it into the castle. It's gotta look like it belongs. 3, 2, 1, and let's see who won the next pocket rocket. There'll be plenty of room. Big J, you won the pocket rocket.
Oh yeah. Zyphus won a pocket rocket.
So just so people watching the stream knows, there are people in channel with me that are not part of my org. Anybody is welcome to join the Discord. The link's at the bottom of the stream. There's a button that says join me on Discord. But you are always welcome in Discord, as long as you keep it cool, keep it calm. No bad stuff. The rules are no politics and no religion, please. Watch the next person hop in channel say something about the Pope.
I was getting ready to say that must be this channel because I've heard it in others.
It's only during the stream that those things happen.
Yeah, it's only during the stream. So, this ship right here, the Brunhilde, has been revamped for an atmospheric mining ship. It's replaced the Hela. And yes, those are large landing gears on it. No. Jedi or I do not count Jedi as religion.
Hey, what if that's my religion? I mean, it's like I don't see anything in the rules about discussing sexual identities.
What about weapons? Weapons are part of my religion.
Okay, Darkman holding Beta, Darkman holding Alpha. Did you claim your ship, Zedekiah?
Claim item.
Not claim item. It's the one of the ones on the bottom. You gotta, and then it's one of the ones over here floating in the air. You gotta come grab it.
Oh, okay. I've never used a tokenize before.
Yeah, if you right click on the key, there's two options at the bottom. One which claims it for you, one which claims it for an org of your choice.
Use construct key.
There you go. And I do believe it's the bottom one there. Yep. Bottom left.
There it is.
and you can maneuver it out of there. Or you can just compact it.
Do you happen to have an extra small landing gear
Yes, I do.
that I could toss onto this thing really quick?
Wait, do I?
I like docking my ships on top of my Atlas.
Oh. Hold on. I gotta switch. Let me relink to the other container, and it's glitched out again.
Alright, I'm just gonna move it over.
Just give me
Meantime.
1 second, okay?
Yep.
Yeah, for some reason the contents of that container are showing blank to me, but all the weight's still there, so something's not right.
Oh, that happens sometimes. One of the ways to get rid of it, I mean, you can reset the container link, or if you drag something into the slot that you know has has an item in it, it'll make the item appear.
Landing. Yes, I have 30 extra small landing gears.
Nice. If I could just get one of those, that would be awesome.
Now you can just compact it and put the whole thing in your inventory if you want.
I know, but I like parking things on top of my Atlas.
Ah, okay.
It's a carrier. It's designed to have small ships like speeders and stuff on the top. The Mark II
Okay,
is going to
there we
be
go.
able to dock warbirds on it.
Hey, I'm down here. Up, I'm on top of your ship. I'm coming. There you go.
Mine is less designed for having a bunch of stuff on top of it, but at one point I have had like 6 little ships sitting on it, just kind of piled up.
I hope he does this like and gets like 100 ships through there and then gives the key and then makes them go find it. And put that on the stream. It's like, what was that? There was a TV show that used to do that.
Oh, the stack like 100 of them in there and say, "Have fun."
Right, like here's
Yeah,
one
yeah, go
tree,
find it.
figure out which one it goes to.
Yeah, there was a TV show that used to do that. That had if you could find the right car that the key goes to in a certain amount of time, you get to keep it.
I remember that show, but I don't remember what it is.
Enzyme, if you're still watching the stream, make sure you let me know in Discord or wherever you want to when you're ready to go come pick up your wrecking ball. It is here and waiting for you. I'm about to fill it up for you right now. I think I already did fill it up. Yeah, it's already full.
You could have like 50 tiny ships and like 2 larger ships.
Hey, you could be cruising around with an 8-ball on top of it. Put a pair of 8-balls on top.
Snowman.
Or a couple wrecking balls at least, the small ones.
This thing really is compact. I can fit a couple of these on here.
Yeah. And I designed it to where if you notice on the rails on the side, you can actually put some containers on the outside of these rails. Just slap like some smalls, one small on each side, and fill them up, and you're good to go. And she's got enough thrust to carry some weight too.
This is my main speeder for now.
Ah.
So far, it's built off of the starting speeder, Novark Mark 6.
I see that.
Yeah, I kept on evolving it over time as people started helping me in like my first week of play. Everybody just threw parts at me, so I just stacked them on that thing and then ended up evolving it eventually. I finally cleaned it up and stripped it down recently, got a nice space overhaul.
So what do you have to do to get those into the store? Like
You can. Let's see, what am I missing here? I know I'm missing something parts-wise.
Other people haven't they?
Those are ones from... brakes. I need more brakes.
There's, I think the only ship shop ships that players designed were ones that the devs requested to sell them.
No, it was a competition during alpha.
Or something. Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, it was a competition during alpha, and everybody got to vote on them, and most of those ships were designed when half the mechanics didn't work correctly, so you'll notice most of them are, well, they're rather crap. They fly like a trash can in space. It's not the best experience in the world.
I've seen worse.
Oh yeah, I've definitely seen worse. But that's the downfall to doing that kind of a setup, is those ships were designed when there was still a lot of changes coming and a lot of things being added, so they couldn't possibly accommodate for all the stuff that came with the game.
That said, there are a couple of them that do still work, at least somewhat decently. By no means are they great, but they work.
That damn mule everywhere.
Yeah, the mule's a good one. There's another one that's
I like the black and gold one, the little lightweight speeder.
Yeah.
Dragonfly, is it?
I think so. I've got one of those. It looks like a Star Wars A-wing almost. That kind of.
Oh, the one that's
Yeah,
black
but
and
I have-
orange.
Yeah, the little black and orange.
Yeah, that one's okay. There's one over there that's a little black and yellow one, a little small one. It's like half the size of that one. It's off. It's over there by the mule on this on the second floor, I think. On the first floor, it's over by the mule on that corner. That one is a really good ship to have people learn how to fly in.
The Dragonfly that I bought for my emergency situation the other night, that thing was the same price you're asking for that ship, and I like yours a hell of a lot better.
No, I'm only asking 200 for this one.
Yeah, and I think the Dragonfly was 190 something.
Yeah. Now this one doesn't have a container on it, but that's because I wanted to be able to beat you to be able to compact it.
Container out of the Dragonfly.
I don't think you consider the extra small container on the Dragonfly a legitimate excuse for a container. When the container holds less than your inventory, we have issues.
Carry 50 screws in it.
Yeah.
Do you have any fighting ships? Any armed ships?
I do have some blueprints for some. The pork chop is one of them. Nathan, go get the drink, son.
The pork chop?
Yes, the pork chop.
I'm curious.
Let me go see if I have a
Okay.
blueprint.
All right, so this is the third time in a row now where I've had the adjuster glitch, and I'm not lagging. So
Oh.
I'm wondering if something is going on. Was there an update yesterday or something today? Or something?
No, they rebooted the servers yesterday because of some major issues, but
Yeah, I can't do anything. Like, it's a good thing I have anti-grav, or I'd have crashed this thing a long time ago. I'm spinning around in circles right now like a gyro.
there you go, son. Oh, I know. Hold on here. Let's hook you up. Everybody, say hello to my son. He's here bombarding me because he wants a drink, and I got him sorted. And there you go, my child. Hey, love you. You have fun.
So that's the Wraith.
Oh, wait, you just found the Wraith, huh?
Well, I'm parked right next to it, so yeah.
Yeah, it's
Looking
almost
around.
done. Let's see, do I have pork? Pork chop too.
I honestly really like the aesthetic that you do with the ribbing.
There's actually a
fits
practical
really
reason
well.
for it. There's two practical reasons for it. One, it reduces weight, and two, it allows access to everything for repairs and fuel.
Yep. Yeah, I'm a bit of an industrialist, and when I say a bit, I mean very. So everything I build is based on function first.
Yeah.
First and foremost. So when I saw these ships, I was like, dang, I actually really like that. That's good.
Okay, so I might have to go ahead and rebuild the pork chop, because I missed the pork chop.
Basics.
There we go. Well, Info, you should be happy. The pork chop is coming back to life. I think Info actually has the only copy of the pork chop with all its parts on it still, the blueprint.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir. Don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I do.
I do think that they need to like prioritize getting the stores fixed, though.
Yeah. So this is the voxel design for the pork chop 2. It is designed for a warp drive. It is designed to be a light transport and have fun. And it even has a spot for a gunner seat in the front.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna be designing and developing a whole fleet of ships with at least a couple tasked for each type of playstyle that you can get in this game. So a couple warbirds, couple freighters, couple passenger transports, etc., etc.
I know you guys hate talking about Eve, but did I ever tell you guys the name of our corp in Eve?
No, it's only 7 that hates talking about Eve. The rest of us don't care.
Our corp, we were a wormhole corp back when they first started, or when they first came out, and our corp name was Backdoor Probing, and they never did make us get rid of it.
Nice. Yeah, it took me like, I think 2 weeks to finally come up with the name for the organization that I made in here. Like, I was stalled on making it because I couldn't think of a good name that I liked. And then my buddy came up with a word that, and I turned it into the org name. The Parabellum Corporation.
I like it.
Parabellum meaning prepare for war, so yeah, it fits me well. And then I made the logo in like 10 minutes.
Oh wait, I forgot the core. The core is in the middle there. This one you actually have to look through a little slit in the top here to repair the core. Trying to decide if I want to expand these outer things to fit medium containers, not just smalls, because they're a little short for a medium container. I think they're wide enough, but I don't think they're tall enough. Definitely wide enough. Okay, so let's see. If I do this, that puts that. I mean, that's actually not that far of an expansion.
Seven named his ship greater than 6, less than 8.
Yes, he did.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Needs to name one like Scares 9 or something like that.
I think he had one that was named
Just name
7.
it I-89.
Right, I-89. And like 10 Scared or something.
10 runs from me.
I still do. Hashtag ninja. Hey, hey. I can't claim that witty naming sniper did that. Oh, okay.
Ah.
Why am I hearing placing music? Like audio, like I'm placing something. That is so weird.
Somebody's building stuff next to you in your castle.
Oh no. Oh no.
Well, 7, there was a couple of adjusters on the greater than 6 that were damaged, so I just repaired them. It was smoking.
7 hasn't had wonderful luck.
Yeah, I'm flying around with, what, like 5,000 sulfur scrap, so I kind of just repair anything that I see.
That's always nice. I should come crash my ship near you.
Go by our base. There'll be plenty to repair.
Yeah, I don't really use much of my sulfur, and I had like 50,000 refined, so I turned like 10,000 of it into scrap. Note how I said I'm flying around with 5,000. The rest got used.
Sulfur, we need it pretty desperately up here.
Well, now the rest of my sulfur is in my warp cell line since I finally got it up and running.
Oh, well, that's what we needed it for.
Oh.
Okay.
And
So
we're
here-
way so getting warp cells is a nightmare out here.
This is the 5th time I've built a warp cell production line. This is the first time I've built one for myself. But thankfully, the last one was for the org that I used to be in before they drama happened.
Uh-oh.
Not gonna get into that. I don't want to bog down a stream with that or anything. But basically, that one since I was working with it for a while, even though it wasn't for me, I was able to collect all the efficiency data and everything that I needed. Because I don't look at spreadsheets or anything. I just do things and then learn that way. I like it that way better. Old-fashioned way.
7. I'm actually trying to talk an old friend of mine named Six SIXX into joining us in this game.
So, and you will obviously be his superior.
Thank him immediately.
You know, there's a show I used to watch called Generator Rex, where it had a character named Six, and eventually the main character asked him why he was named Six, because he met other people named 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And he explained that it's a ranking system for the most deadliest people on the planet. So he was the 6th most deadliest.
Ah.
In that case, 6 would outrank 7.
This is very true. Okay.
Good show.
Fuel. Let's add some fuel. We need fuel this thing.
But yeah, since I got all the efficiency data from the last warp cell line that I produced, this time I built it really high efficiency. Really clean, really high efficiency. Now I just need the ore to feed it. That said, if you need warp cells, if you bring your own ore, be glad to run it through the system.
Damn it, I fell off my ship.
And when you keep getting pending operation when mining.
Yeah, that can be irritating.
No.
Christmas music, arg! Hashtag unfollow.
Oh, I had the other one on that wasn't Christmas music, and it kept going down on me. The other live stream for this guy.
Like the shirtless streamer and put heavy metal on.
Gotcha, I like it.
Thanks to my children, I listen to enough heavy metal every day that I can definitely do without it on my stream.
Do the shirtless thing. Apparently, that's that's a thing.
It's freaking hilarious. He's got a huge beard, he's shirtless, and I sat there and just watched him roll a spliff in the middle of his stream, and I was like, huh.
Oh,
Yeah,
so just a heads up, I am getting my I'm getting my web camera back tonight.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, so I will actually be using a web camera. I know, scary, right?
Oh, I'm letting my guys go through it first, but I have a bunch of old equipment around here that I'm going to clear out of the closet. Whatever's left, if you want to give it away on your stream.
Say what?
I think a bunch of equipment that we've had from like decommissioned computers and shit.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I told the guys on my network I'd give them a chance at it first, but there's more than what they're going to want. I mean, it's not like high-end stuff, but I think I've got like 40 or 50 256 gig solid states, and, still usable to some people.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. definitely.
Actually, there might be
Oh.
some crossover upgrades for some people who just got, crappy stuff.
Hello. Craft. Craft is enzyme, correct? Okay. Follow me over here. Yes, craft is enzyme.
I am finding myself becoming attracted to this compy runner.
Oh, really?
I like the layout.
Wait.
I just
Barter.
get the feeling that I could arm this thing really easily.
Yeah, you can actually.
That'd
And it
make it a
does have
pretty
space
warbird.
engines. Hit Y.
Could make this very pretty warbird. All basics? Yep, all basics.
There you go. You
Swap that
enjoy
out.
your wrecking ball enzyme. It's that one right there on the end. Enjoy, buddy. I already filled the tank up for you too, okay? Yeah, hold on one second.
Got a server I'd love to give away, but I don't really want to ship it.
Server, heck, I'd take that.
I got a dual processor E5 2670 or 90.
Actually,
Well,
let me rephrase that. I would take that for my wife. I need to put one in her school.
And it's problem is it'd be expensive to ship because they're heavy. But it's got, I think it's either 256 or 512 megs of RAM.
Megs or gigs?
Gigs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, East Baton Rouge Parish has decided it is in their best interest to completely lock down internet. So, when she's at work, she can no longer connect to my computer at home to pull data. I'm not sending my personal computer to school with her. And she needs something to, I gotta build something to set up in her office that she can connect to the local network to allow for all the media files and stuff the choir uses and the acapella group uses and stuff.
Well, it would definitely do that. I mean, especially with
That's
this
weird. That's
Oh.
weird that they completely locked down internet.
Dude, their email server for the entire school district, the capital city of Louisiana, like 20 something, like I think it was like 12 high schools, like 30 something middle schools, up until 2 years ago, I think, was on a desktop computer in a closet in the school board building.
Yeesh.
Hey,
You don't
King.
know
Huh?
the best thing about that server is, dude? It's actually got a legit copy of Windows Server 2016 Data Center Edition,
Nice.
which I don't think can be transferred away from the actual physical server.
Yeah,
which
those
is
are.
probably worth 10 times what the server is. I think that's what, 15 grand for a data center edition of that.
Bruh.
Well, it's the one that allows the unlimited VMs.
And I've got. They just upgraded her school's internet, so they have 10 gigabit throughout the entire school. They had to because of all the virtual classroom stuff going on.
Yeah. Lots of places are getting internet upgrades these days.
Now, that's actually the reason why they're locking down the data, because of all the virtual classroom stuff, and students were hacking the school computers.
Some things never change.
That's what I was just thinking. Is like, well, I feel like,
Oh, I
20
remember. I remember those days.
well, it's 24, 25, like 26 years ago, about maybe.
Nothing of which you speak.
I got in a little trouble for that.
Oh, I never got in trouble for it. I never
Yeah,
had to
I
have
had a
gotten
snitch.
caught.
Out of school permanently.
Yeah, There was one time where I accidentally shut down the school's internet. Completely accidentally.
The school didn't have internet when I was a kid, so
Good.
I'm only 24, so it wasn't as long ago for me.
Dirt 4.
I just set up all the administrator and admin accounts on our old LAN system to turn themselves off on the 4th of July. And then I told the guy that I was teaching how to do the computer system, how to fix it, so he could come in and be a hero. And
Oh.
he went ahead and told them about it, so that he could get control of the computer systems like 3 months earlier.
Wow, what a douche.
Yeah, I know. And then he stopped riding the bus to school and suddenly made himself very not present whenever I was present.
Yeah. Wow, that's messed up.
Yeah, totally groomed him to replace me on it too, and like had him all ready to go. All you had to do was come in and be like, "Oh, I can fix this." Bam, fixed. Come in, look like a hero. No, no harm, no foul. Wouldn't hurt anything, but somebody would have just tried to log into their account, and it would have been like, "Oh, your password's wrong," and they would have been like, "Hey, get him in here to try to fix this," because that's what they did. None of them know how to use it. They always had the students do it.
Yeah.
They'd have called him in, and he would have been like, "Bow, bow, 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 done, fixed. Here you go. Look like a genius."
I don't know. I'm feeling good about today's stream. I'm almost thinking about giving away another wrecking ball. I could make 4 more of them. I don't know. What you guys think? Should I give away another wrecking ball?
Chromite?
Surprise! You want to give away more stuff? Because it's fun.
Surface?
What?
What are the wrecking balls made from?
Glossy aluminum.
Oh, that stuff I hated so much. Gotcha.
I don't see anything wrong with glossy aluminum. Have you seen my shit?
Oh yeah,
Shiny.
yeah, it's horrible.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead for. I got 17 people in stream right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and do another wrecking ball giveaway. And that is up. You got 20 minutes. Make sure once you see that notification, you do your exclamation mark raffle and enter to win.
Oh, this is one I can enter.
And this will be our last wrecking ball and last giveaway for today, and then I'll be back tonight at 9 p.m. Central Time. See, what you guys don't hear is there's actually a lot of times I'm muting my microphone to whistle at dogs and yell at children and deal with children and
All those things that we shouldn't hear.
yeah. I don't know. I just don't think that that should be something that should be broadcasted.
I used to play with somebody who just really reminded me of a character on a certain webcast show about playing RPG games with each other. One who used to yell at her husband and children all the time while she was playing her game for interrupting her game. Well, they really just needed parenting.
Oh. See,
Gaming's great, but you gotta realize life usually needs to come first.
Usually.
Usually needs to come
mean,
first.
There's
I
some
will
time.
not say always. I will not say always.
I'll stop the game for my kid, but not for my wife.
It's like, she's old enough. She's made her own decisions. She knows what she got into.
Hey, as long as it's clearly defined when you get together.
now make sure everybody gets entered in that raffle, okay? We got 18 minutes left on that. I want to get as many entries as possible so we get more of a spread out chance instead of a 1 in 4.
Yeah.
ESG,
It was
welcome to the
like
stream.
all Warlock and I last night. It was 2 of the raffles. It was Warlock and I like a 50-50 split.
That is fine with me.
It's like, oh, sure. And when I was the only one who entered the raffle.
Now,
it didn't
one
count.
person is a bit. Yeah, that's just, as long as there's a 50-50.
It's not like it was a little one-sided or something. Jeez.
Yeah. You know, when you got a 100%.
Hey, if you're ever the only
chance.
person in a raffle and you need another to balance it out, I'll enter. Let me just get my alt account. No.
I got another guy.
Uh-huh.
Wait a second. My friend gave me their Twitch. I know that.
So
No.
if you just joined the channel, let's see, we jumped up to 20. If you're in the stream right now, we're giving a giveaway for a wrecking ball, which is those chrome balls over there. They're market ships, hit about 700 kilometers an hour. One small container in them. They are designed to truck it around the atmosphere, go to the market, and just goof around, have fun.
And they roll down hills good.
Oh yeah, they definitely roll down hills well. They do have a single landing gear on them that when you retract it, if you drop it, it will bounce.
They're just so funny to
I am-
watch.
I am in mod mode, so I actually see currently updated, like, and I can actually see who is all in the channel constantly. Now let's see if I can actually. This whole having to reset my container all the time while I'm building is getting rather irritating.
Back when I was still streaming, I used to have the creator dashboard open because it gives a more updated feed.
Yeah.
I used to use that for everything. I would just minimize and mute Twitch. Yeah, I was so excited to get into streaming and everything, and then as soon as I start, like, I lasted like 2 months, and then life got busy and I had to drop it. I was like, dang it.
Yeah, it's just unfortunately that's kind of the way it happens sometimes. You don't really have a lot of
Yeah.
control over that stuff.
That's one of the reasons I've never streamed is I have stuff going on where I gotta be able to get up and walk away at a given moment, and that's not really conducive to good content.
Nah.
Be
I've
honest,
actually-
I couldn't. To make money off of having to deal with people, there is no amount of money worth that.
And then there's that.
I
That's fair.
really don't mind. People in general don't really bother me. I guess I worked for Cox Communications as Tier 2 tech support for a while. So, after years of doing that, by the time you got to me in Cox, if you were one of their customers, by the time you got to me, you've already gone through 3 or 4 people and you were already cursing your full head off. I mean, you know how when you call tech support and then you ask for a manager and you ask for the manager's manager? Well, after the manager's manager can't fix your problem, they sent you to me. So you can imagine
So you got the worst of the Karens.
oh, I got the horrible ones. And what really frustrated me with it was most of the time it was due to lack of training on the other employees' ends is the reason why they came to me. It was always some kind of simple fix that they just overlooked because they tried to overcomplicate things.
Fucking Cox, man, I hate that company.
I've had software engineers and regular engineers send me stuff to go over because they know that they overcomplicated it somewhere and they need somebody to dumb it down a little bit. And I can take a look at it and go, okay, why do you have all of this going on here? Like, take that out, replace it with this simple little thing, and it'll stop causing this error over here.
You
Yeah.
just perfectly described the relationship I have with my best friend. He is an artist. I am an engineer. He makes things look pretty, overthinks everything, overcomplicates everything, and then he comes to me when it doesn't work and he's like, Zed, fix this for me. Like, why doesn't this work? Help me out here. And I will tear out like 60% of it minimum. I just be like, all right, none of this is necessary. Then I could see the problem and be like, oh, okay, I know what's wrong. Boom, 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 done. Just be like, all right, get rid of this.
Right. Like, take out all these extras here that you added just in case. Or, I get a lot of that with software engineers is they like to throw a lot of possible variables into their stuff and be like, well, now it does checks for this and this and this and this. And I'm like, yeah, but what were you trying to make it do? Like, oh, just this. Well, then why don't you just make it do that?
Oh my gosh, yeah,
Yeah.
you are perfectly describing one of my best friends right now.
We always say, I do that shit.
Yeah, because you're a software engineer and they do that shit.
Like they'll ask me, hey, can you get this? And the next thing you know, it's like, oh, I added these bells and whistles.
Yeah, I worked at Boeing for a bit, and I kept losing faith in the engineers there for the program I was on. It's like, oh jeez, what are you doing?
You know, I'm realizing something more and more about this game. It is the first game I've been in chat with other players and actually enjoyed an intelligent conversation.
That's because you played too much Eve.
Oh,
I can't argue. But no, even like Empyrean, even Space Engineers, there's a lot of people in Space Engineers that, let's just say, they did not have the mental capacity to be playing that game.
It's people who depend on other
ever
people.
played
in their
Elite
company.
Dangerous?
No, I have not played Elite Dangerous.
I usually find intelligent conversation there too.
Oh, nice.
It's pretty refreshing. Elite Dangerous is an amazing game.
A lot of those cable companies and stuff, they really could use giving more like training to their support people. Though.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, when I was working for Cox, if you were Tier 1 tech support, you got a 2-week course, a slap on the hand telling you make sure you do this right, and then they sent you on your merry way.
The when I got the fiber optic set out here, the Tier 2 tech support person told me it wasn't working because I had PF Sense as a router, and it wasn't powerful enough. I'm like, dude, if a 2U freaking rack mount server can't handle the routing of your shit, we got a problem.
Right, that's some other issue.
Yeah, that typically happens quite. We used to have that issue a lot. And what would really irritate me is we have a lot of the tech support guys, because tech support technically wasn't supposed to be getting commissions. You were paid a higher hourly wage than the sales because they worked on commission basis, you know. And then we'd have these, I guess you'd say, eager ones that, you know, a little excited about it, and they'd be doing tech support, and they would actually do their tech support in a way trying purely to upsell a customer. And they would make that their entire point of the pitch, which really bothered me.
I'll piss off customers.
Yeah.
Those are the guys that are like, as soon as they find out that you have any piece of your own hardware, that's the problem. No matter what the actual problem is, you have your own hardware. It's obviously your hardware's fault.
Oh.
And if you replace it with our hardware, now your stuff will work.
Yeah, I had a customer transfer me one time, and the Tier 1 support and the manager even told him, well, it has to be your router because you're not using one of our routers. The dude was using like some $5,000 commercial grade router for his home because he had a really nice home. It was like he had a full rack mount in his closet. Our internet was just piped into his system. There was our modem was in his closet connected to his network, and that was how he got his internet. You know, this was like a professionally set up thing. And it just happened to go down over the weekend when his IT guy was gone somewhere. So he called him. So he started listing off the parts and what was in his system, like what he was reading off the rack. And I'm like, wait, when was this installed? He's like, oh, about 6 months ago. I'm like, did you have a professional do it? He's like, oh, yeah. He said it cost me about, I think it was like $50,000 to get him to come set this up for me. So there's obviously it's not his system. In fact, his system is like, you know, over the top, you know, way more than he needed.
Overkill is underrated.
Yeah, come to find out, it was the modem. He had been sent a refurbished modem instead of a new one, which he had requested because he had a business account. And with Cox, you can request a new modem if you have a business account, so you don't get a refurb. And it wasn't a proper refurb, so it was having issues. So it was the modem.
So, yeah, dude, check this out. I just got called over to the school.
Uh-oh. Remember, you're on stream.
I know. I'm not gonna say anything. But my youngest daughter stole a laptop.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Well, it was her sister's laptop, but it was still property of more public schools. So, yeah, she stole a laptop, so she's getting talked to by the police. They got like 3 cops coming up there right now.
Really went that far because of her sister's laptop?
I told them. They go, what do you want us to do? Like, talk to her about it or what? I was like, call the cops. Put handcuffs on her, throw in the back of the squad car. Just don't take her to jail.
Scare the crap out of her. That's what I want you to do. Scare the crap out of her.
Exactly. This is the second time that this has happened, and she
Oh.
stole $300 in cash from me not too long ago.
Oh boy. Yep.
Ooh.
Scare the crap out of her and make her cry.
Klepto.
Somebody has a lesson to learn, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lord knows what would have
No
happened
problem,
if that was me
E7.
whenever I was a kid.
Oh, my grandpa Buster would have taken me
Wait,
out
I
back
do?
and I'd be bleeding.
There would have been a hospital room with my name on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Different times, I guess.
Oh yeah.
My dad used to have a belt that he would snap. He called it the bloody belt. He only had to hit me with it about twice before I realized I didn't want to do that shit.
And I think one of the cruelest things that a lot of parents do to their kids, and it happened to me when I was a kid, is the go outside and cut yourself a switch.
Oh yeah.
Right.
My mom,
Yep.
no, this was my great grandma. My great grandmother had this way of punishing us because she couldn't whoop us and she knew that. So her thing was, I want you against that wall, nose to the wall. Only three things that can touch the wall is your nose and your pointer fingers, and you have to hold your arms out to the side straight. And if your arms drop, I add another 5 minutes.
Ooh. Little
That's a good
calisthenics in
one.
there with it.
That's a good one.
To this day, I can stand with my arms straight out to the side for damn near an hour and a half.
So you got plenty of practice, is what you're saying.
That's what I'm hearing. Is you did this often.
Oh yeah, I will not lie. I did this quite often.
Steve,
what
my
I
mom,
was-
when I was a kid, did one time I was outside playing in the snow, and she did the whole counting down from 3, 2, 1, or 1, 2, and 3. Better get in here before I count to 3, or I'm coming out to get you. And the snow is like 2 feet deep, and I'm a little kid, and I'm digging tunnels through the whole yard all day long. And I'm thinking, there's no way she's coming out in a bathrobe in this 2-foot snow. I was wrong. Okay. I was wrong. And I'm thinking I'm going to be all slick. I immediately was terrified, obviously. The first step out the door terrified me. So I dove into my tunnels thinking I'm all slick, not realizing that I'm making a bump in the snow everywhere that I'm going along in my tunnels that I dug in the yard. So she just walks right up to me, sticks her hand down, grabs me by the back of the coat, drags me inside, whoops my ass. Here's the sneaky part. The next time that it's time for me to come inside, she goes, it's time to come in. And I'm like, oh, just a little bit longer. She goes, 2. And I'm like, hey, what happened to 1? She goes, you made me count to 3 once. Now 1 is when I tell you. You're running out of numbers. Do you want to make me keep going to 3? And it was like, from then on, I came in right away. That's it. Done.
That's awesome.
You're
Nice.
running out of numbers. What?
That's a good one.
I learned is that the generation gets a little bit easier on their kids because my grandmother told me what she used to do to my dad and my aunt when they fought, and I could only imagine somebody doing this nowadays. She used to make them go into the living room, pull their damn pants down, and kiss each other's ass.
Oh man,
My
Stop
God.
right there.
that could cause some problems in this day and age.
my aunt
Kids
was
these
like,
days might enjoy that.
my aunt was like, your dad didn't wipe his shit properly.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
When I was younger, my brother, my sister, and I, 'cause I'm the youngest of 3, if we ever talked back to our mom, she would end up washing our mouth out with soap. Usually, that was like her go-to normally for that. But there was the best one ever was we were
You
having
probably
like
just point it
potato
forward.
soup for dinner or something, and my brother didn't want to eat it. And he said, like, I'm not eating this stuff, it's disgusting. And my mom turns and looks at him and she's like, you're gonna eat that soup or I'm gonna dump it on your head. And of course my brother's thinking, my mom is the clean one in the family, like she doesn't like making messes and stuff. There's no way she's gonna dump this potato soup on his head in the kitchen, like it'll go everywhere. He was wrong. He refuses. She reaches over, picks up the bowl, and puts it straight on his head. Just dumps everything all over. Drenches him in potato soup.
Right? I feel like that's one of the keys to good parenting is you don't make threats, you make promises. And you
Exactly.
follow through on them.
Follow through with them. He never refused to eat again.
My
One
kids,
time
they
thing.
used to like get where I don't want to eat that. You know, they just want to go straight to dessert and thinking that they're just gonna not eat their dinner and go to dessert.
Mhm.
So I would politely walk over, pick their bowl up, said, "Fine, you don't have to eat that, but you're not eating anything else. Go to your room."
Yep, my
All
parents did that too. If I
all
didn't eat
DHS
dinner, they were like, "Well, you must be full. Go to your room."
All DHS says is you have to offer them food. You can't make them eat it, but you have to offer it to them.
Mhm.
And snacks are not a requirement.
Well, that's like my sister just had a kid. He's getting he's a little over a year old now, and they've got him what they call a no bowl. And if he puts something in his mouth and he decides that he doesn't like it, he takes it and he puts it in the no bowl, and that means that he's not going to eat it. Now that doesn't mean he can take that back out of that bowl and try, have it again. That means that that's done, and he's not going to eat that, which is fine as long as he tried it first and is like, ugh, and doesn't like it.
Problem with parents nowadays is too many parents want to be the friends of their kids, not their parents.
Yeah, no,
Right.
can't really mix that very easily.
Oh, my wife gets mad at me all the time because I'll tell her point blank, I am their father. I am not their buddy. I don't care if they like me. I don't care if they're happy about what I do. I do what I do because I have a responsibility to raise them and raise them right. Which is, with my kids being autistic, that's a challenge sometimes, and people want to. I catch a lot of grief because of the fact that I don't let them get away with stuff. Oh, they're just special needs. They're autistic. They're not stupid.
I feel like you almost need to be more on top of it with them than
Almost tougher.
you
They will
can't.
take
Yeah,
advantage of it if they
you
can.
don't. Have to, it's not being mean, but you have to be on top of that because otherwise they will go overboard with it.
Well,
Hey, I'm just gonna say it. The special needs kids at the state school when I worked out there, they would take advantage of you every chance they got. It's like a
Exactly.
prison out there. Like
Yeah, because like you
literally.
said, they're not stupid. Just because they have, their behavior is a little different doesn't make them stupid. Doesn't mean they can't see when you're.
well, the biggest thing
You'll
most
be
people make the
upset.
mistake of is especially with autism, also severe Down syndrome, is everything has to be consistent. If it's no, it's always no, and there's no give on that. If once you say no, it has to stay no. You cannot change that, and that's where I catch a lot of trouble with it, is because and it makes it difficult parenting them because I have in-laws and wife that want to say yes because it's easier to do it that way, and I'm like, no, I have to fight and get them to not do that. And hey, Lee, welcome to the stream, bud.
Yeah, welcome, man.
Leafall, that's you? Leafall 1. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, if you're wondering, you just kind of walked into the shooting the shit hour.
Yeah, Leafall, did you still want the voxels for the Phoenix over there?
I just went over to this. I just went over to the stream and was reading the chat there, and I like that Seven's like, "Screw you! I played some of those games with you that you couldn't find intelligent conversation."
No problem, Lee. I was just going to make sure you were still interested. But yeah, it'll still be there whenever you're ready, dude. No rush.
If that's actually 7, like 7 from the Discord 7.
It is.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, the statement no intelligent conversation stands completely 100%.
Damn, man.
Savage.
Okay, stand by it. That's all. Stand by it.
7, not so much, but he used to play with this one dude. Yeah, he was special.
That dog is the perfect censorship right there.
That was perfect. That's what I was like. With such like, ooh.
Yeah, sorry about that. The trash company just arrived to empty the trash, and they
No,
come
no,
up.
that was perfect.
Oh, that was great. Yeah.
Yeah, they actually
Dog
come
with
up.
perfect censor.
They come up to get the trash from the gate. Like, I just leave the can up. I don't take it out to the curb. They come get it. And it freaks my dogs out.
The thing that I do wish that they would stop, though, is that, I mean, I know your kids are different because you kind of explained that to me. They diagnose people with all of these random bullshit now.
Oh, dude, I am well on board with you with that. Like, the first time we took our kids to get diagnosed, or just because, there was a lot of obvious symptoms. I mean, obvious symptoms and signs. And the first doctor we took them to walked in the room, spent 5 seconds with them, pretty much put a stamp on their face. Oh yeah, they're autistic. Here's your diagnosis. Go get your stuff started. It's like there was, and then the first thing she did was recommend us to a clinic that she was on the board for.
Oh yeah, no self-interest there.
That really bothered me.
Freaking pisses me off. Like, I'll give you an example. I myself, I am, well, they called it ADD back in the day, but I think they call it ADHD now.
I always learned it as two separate things, but I guess everybody just combined them these days.
Well, it depends on what age and day you've grown up. They're actually two separate things, but they used to be considered one thing, and then they were two things, and then they were one thing again, and now they're back to two.
The case of mine is it gets down to is like I could either hyper focus on something, or I can't multitask. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
But they which makes it really difficult in school because they're always jumping around and doing all this other shit. And if I don't enjoy something, it is incredibly difficult to go through.
Preaching to the choir, my friend.
So
Yeah.
I almost failed out of school the first time I went through it because of the Common Core classes and all that stuff.
Oh, gross.
Common Core. Wait, how old are you?
39.
Huh?
39.
They didn't have
I
Common.
thought Common Core was new.
It depends on what part of the U.S. you were in, because that was.
Okay, well, let me go back to what I'm calling Common Core. I'm going
Sorry.
off of the old Common Core, not the new shit that they're talking about. When I
Oh,
say
okay.
Common Core,
Okay.
the first 2 years of college, that's the Associate of Arts Core.
You're talking about Reading Railroad and the Shirley Method and stuff like that, right?
Bruh, I haven't heard Reading Railroad in so long.
Right?
That stuff was great, because I just knew as soon as they pulled out the VCR, I knew we were going to have an entire day of doing fuck all, and I loved it.
Oh man, that was great.
Although
The
when the
education system-
when the
Go ahead.
space shuttle blew up, that sucked. Because the teachers were all. I was in Missouri at the time, and it was a big deal. We were watching it live on TV. It went boom on national TV, and the teachers were screwed up. We watched Reading Railroad for like 2 fucking weeks straight. It was horrible.
I mean, I'll go as far as to say I had a teacher who told me in math because I couldn't do things the way that math teacher wanted me to do it, that I would never be able to be an engineer.
Oh, I hated that.
And, normally I don't hold grudges, but that guy, I actually met him about 15 years later. And it was after I got my first good job. And you know how freaking satisfying it was to know that son of a bitch made 50 grand a year, and I made more than what I fucking made all year long.
Hey, he wasn't even making 50 grand a year for most of his life. He was making 17, 18 whenever you were in school.
I hate showing work. Actually, the one thing I hated one teacher my wife had this big issue with was her high school choir teacher, and her high school choir teacher told her she would never amount to be anything. My wife, she told her she'd never be able to finish college or nothing. My wife has 2 master's degrees, is working on a doctorate. She has a master's degree in educational administration, curriculum and instruction, and then working on a doctorate in music education. And she's also an actual opera singer. She works with the opera companies in New Orleans and Baton Rouge. She's a mezzo-soprano.
Nice.
And that was after being told she'd never be anything and wouldn't be able to get through college.
Yeah, teachers that say things like that are so stupid.
Well, and the problem is that just because you can't sit in a classroom and do that,
Yeah, hold on one second. I gotta take care of kids. Oh, wait. Hold on one second. No. We gotta pick a winner for the wrecking ball. Doom. Info.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. What happened? More stuff on the stream than ever in my life, I think.
Well, it helps when there's only 7 people entering.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
Sad
There's
but
20
true.
There's 20
Sad but
people on the stream right now.
Yeah,
I
22.
just gotta keep winning, like, winning things that nobody else is trying to win. I
What
guess.
we need to
I mean,
do is
they already won one,
join
didn't they?
or-
You
That'll
should
fix
give
it.
you should give away one of my my copy of my ship, sir.
I can't afford to give away a copy of your ship. That's the reason why I don't give away a copy of the Silver Squirrel. It's an expensive ship.
Well, I mean, you don't have to make it, do you?
Where do you think it's going to come from?
From
I'm
him.
talking about you're just giving away a blueprint copy.
No, he just wanted an actual tokenized ship.
Okay.
Right.
I'm talking about like whenever you do like blueprint copies and stuff like that.
Wait.
Caesar,
Yes.
finish off the Viator and donate one for you to raffle off.
Oh, awesome. I've actually had a lot of requests about your the Astero too.
Yeah. You know, I really need to finish that one. As soon as I'm done the work, I might
Yep.
pop the Astero out. That'll take me a couple hours.
Oh no, Long Boy. Well, I'll be giving away another one tonight on tonight's stream, Long Boy. Wait, King.
Sir, how much is that ship like fully built? The wrecking ball, how much is it, sir?
Oh, I don't know. It's like 500,000. I think that's what I was going to sell them for, tokenized. It's like, wait, King, did I owe you prizes?
So what?
Cause I'm feeling fucking nice.
Oh, okay. Long Boy, actually. Just to let you know, buddy, Long Boy, are you still in stream? And King, I think I owed you, what, 1 millions? So 2 million?
That's if he's still here.
Long Boy, you still there? I see him there, but he's not responding. Hey, wait, come back here.
Alright, there he is.
There you go, buddy. King actually, those are what I'm giving King right now is 2 different prizes that he won on 2 different days, and he's just picking them up. Oh, Long Boy, so just so that you know, you have been sponsored to get a wrecking ball, so if you want to come by and pick one up, somebody else bought you a wrecking ball.
For friends that I got.
Wow, nice.
Hey, who's your friend? I would like to meet him.
So,
Long Boy, you're with Pillcorp, right?
wait. So does that mean Long Boy will be riding around in a silver ball?
I'm glad my humor wasn't lost on that.
So,
Need to
by the
make a
way,
connect-
Linear was your sponsor on that one, by the way. Just because he liked the humor and the fact of Long Boy riding around in a chrome ball. So that means I am down to 2 of these. I gotta make some more of them. I'll be giving another one away on stream tonight.
Oh, my toe.
So basically, if someone were to buy Long Boy a second wrecking ball,
Hey, Chris,
Yes.
going back over to the silver squirrel for me.
What's up?
I wanted you to look at it. I told him that's the one I wanted.
What, this one?
I've seen that one. Didn't I do the cockpit in that one?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, dude, it's almost identical to mine, except for mine's a little taller.
Hey, we've got some really nice damage screens now I found online and modified
Oh.
for the corp server.
Now they're not
Oh
working
yeah,
again.
I need mine redone.
Ah.
Screens are airing out.
Yeah, I got the
I'm-
error with the screens now. They're white.
I'm at Nova Space Station and I don't know if I can get out of here.
So
I need
just
to
so
get
you
some
know,
good
this
grips for my
ship
ship.
cost me around, I think it's 9 million to build it.
I need to get a price worked out for my Atlas as well, the ship that I came here in.
Yeah.
Because I've had a couple of people requesting to buy it.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because it's a heap of junk that I threw together with spare parts, but it works, so...
No, the Raptor I'm able to sell for 10 right now with current market prices because of the way it's set up and the parts it's using and stuff like that. But with the Silver Squirrel, I mean, if you look at the back end of this thing, it's got a lot more on it. And it's got a lot more in it, too. So this thing actually, the sell price for this one tokenized is 15 mil. And that's mainly because 2 people are making profit off of it.
Seven, are you referring to my Atlas with that comment?
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
I forgot he came and got her. She's still out here. I'm gonna switch characters.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna be developing the Mark II soon. I just need a bit more resources in my factory to build the parts. But my aesthetic builder friend, the one that always makes things overcomplicated, he requested permission to design the hull for me for the Mark II before I build the system. So I was like, you know what? Okay, here's the deal. I'm gonna let you try up to 3 times. If I don't like it by the 3rd time, if I don't like the 3rd draft, I'm building it myself. He's already submitted 1, and I kicked it out immediately.
Oh no.
Like, you get 2 more shots for a design draft, just overall design draft. We can refine it. It doesn't need to be perfect right away, but just overall layout,
What was wrong with it?
shape. I
He
want
didn't like
the
it.
Atlas. Okay, so the Atlas series that I'm going to develop, because this is Mark 1. I'm gonna build Mark 2, Mark 3, maybe. Whenever it's finished, it'll be called Atlas Prime. But the Mark II, I want it to have a capacity for a minimum of 10 large containers, anti-grav, warp drive, and a whole lot of other stuff, as well as some extra room. Like, I want it to be really big, and I'm building it on a large core.
Okay.
The thing that he sent me as his generalized idea was basically... Hold on a second. I think there's a good comparison size-wise around here.
They didn't. You can still trade in VR, right, sir?
You can trade Qantas. You can't trade items.
It was something about the size of the Diablo 2 warp here, but just a little bit thicker and rounder.
What's the name of the capsule? The castle? Actually, I see your Raptor. I'll just go there instead.
If anybody knows any of the ships from Elite Dangerous, the thing he submitted looked like a Type 9, which is like one of the most notoriously hated ships in that game.
Just gonna say boring.
I couldn't find the castle, so I'm just going to the Raptor instead.
Oh, speaking of ships from other things, there's a ship from a show that I like, and I have yet to see anyone make one in this game, and this surprises me. Has anybody seen the show The Expanse?
Hell yeah.
The Rocinante.
You know what? I was actually building
How
it.
has nobody built this yet?
I was thinking about it. I was actually talking to Pazar about it not long ago.
Yeah, I haven't seen any sign of the Rocinante in this game, and I'm amazed at that, because it's an epic ship, and it would totally work in this game.
I will build it. my
Sir,
build
if I
list.
want to see that Tron ship built.
I want a Drake as well.
The Tron
Coming.
fighter
It's actually
craft?
on my order list.
Yeah.
That would be pretty sick.
Serp was talking about building it.
definitely-
I've been trying to blackmail him into building it for like ever now.
Literally, when I
Right
joined
now
this
is 50
game,
more.
like stepping out of the institute or whatever after the tutorials onto the district pad, the first thing that I saw was a oh gosh, I always forget what they're called, but it was from the Tron Legacy. It was that giant gate looking thing that comes down and picks up Sam in the beginning. I forget what it's called. It's just the 2 legs and the crossbeam.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. First thing I saw in this game was just one of those just sitting on a district platform. No flight mechanics or anything, just voxels, but it looked cool.
Okay, hold on one second, guys. Just so everybody knows, here in a few minutes, I'm going to go ahead and cut the stream for today. If you've enjoyed watching the stream and the content and the giveaways and the goopiness and the random chit-chat and crap going on, please hit that follow button and come back and check it out again. I will be back on tonight at 9 p.m. Central U.S. time till about 1 a.m. Central U.S. time, depending on how carried away I get. Might go later, and I'll be doing more giveaways then.
Serp, get your Genki ass down here so I can give you some money.
But y'all have a great evening, and it was nice seeing all of you today.
It was
Yeah,
fun.
Longboy, you can pick your wrecking ball up whenever you want to, bud.
Join us in the public channel up top.
Okay, y'all have a great evening. Everybody say bye.
One there.
Bye.
Yeah, everybody in the stream always has to say bye. That's how we sign off. Everybody says bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody.
Y'all have a good night. See you tonight at 9.